Yes? Now that I think of it, there is. What brings you to Skyrim? Well, I suppose it must have been. You do seem to always be at the center of things, don't you? I see. For what it's worth, I'm sorry you got dragged into this whole mess with my family. When this is all over, let's take a break somewhere. Perhaps we can settle one of those homes you own and make a life for ourselves in the city. Great. Just remember, you don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. All right. Not much, because there isn't really anything to do when you live on an island. And yes, on rare occasions I did travel to Skyrim with my father, on business. By which I mean intimidation, scheming, bribery, blackmail, an execution or two. You know, your typical chore of a Volkihar patriarch. And he did teach me some of those skills, if you could put it that way. But I didn't really do anything fun for the most part. I definitely didn't have a normal childhood. I guess that's what you get for being a follower of Molag Bal. Though, besides the typical gardening and reading, I also did sing quite a bit. I wasn't nearly good enough to join the Bard's College, but I was pretty decent at it, and it made me feel less lonely. Tell you what, give me some time to warm up a bit on the side, and maybe I'll sing something for you. So, what do you want to talk about? I was just thinking, how would I describe you to someone who's never met you? Fearless? Clever? Dashing? No. I think it's your kindness that really sets you apart, actually. You always try to help people, and it's uncanny how you can always tell when someone needs your aid, too. I never did get how. I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when. If. I've been assuming that's where this is all going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can... Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? All right. What now? Got it. Here should be fine. So, are we ready to start? All right. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Okay then. I don't think you have that on you though. Here, I'll help you out. Likewise. How does it feel to be the mighty hero of Skyrim, distinguished for such tasks as being a courier, being a courier, being a courier, and lastly, being a courier? What? It's true. Almost everything you've done revolves around that. Go to this place, kill some things, pick something up, and deliver it to someone. Gravity. It truly is a peculiar thing. This law of the earth bones, or so I've read, dictates how land and people are held in place, and how what comes up must come down. It's generally a simple fact of our reality, but it is nonetheless perplexing to think about. But let's just put that aside for now. There's this other thing that I've been thinking about. Symbolic gravity. I think it is that, in which a sense, weighs us down. It prevents us from truly ascending to our true potential. When mortals, vampires, or any sentient being in Nirn tries to scramble and fight for dominance, power, influence, it really is just vanity in the end. Don't you think? If only we understood one another, and not be consumed by these petty squabbles, we could truly ascend into something else. Maybe even Chim. Who knows? So, what do you want to talk about now? Honestly, I think I'm doing better each and every day, thanks to you being there for me. I mean, without you rescuing me from that dark pit, I don't know where I'd be today. I've learned to not let the mistakes or what's happened in the past to weigh me down. I acknowledge them and take what I've learned to move on. All right. So, what do you want to talk about now? Oh? Which one? She's loyal, I can tell you that much. But maybe I feel she could brighten up a little. With her, it seems like everything is based off of duty. It's like she's never had fun in her life. It's nice, spending time like this, just having drinks together. So, where are we off to now? Well, back before the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Soul trapping, summoning Daedra, messing with the mortal realm, or even creating love potions. And no, I do not consent to any potion or mind-altering thing to be done to me. I prefer to be myself, thank you very much. Though, I would like to see if we could give a potion to Camilla, and have her love both Fendel and Sven. Actually, never mind. That was a terrible idea. Sometimes the Daedric tendencies in me just think of these really stupid things. Oh? What is it? I have, actually. And if I wasn't an adventurer now, I would probably be running a shop or two. Maybe even a conglomerate, if the divines would permit. Ever since I was a child back on the island, I'd particularly be interested in the merchants that would come to our castle every now and then. Of course, these were weird merchants, to say the least, with peculiar and eccentric collections. These vendors make even Bellathor look weird. My father was kind of into those things, though. I mean, it wasn't anything particularly weird for someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, and who also was a staunch Daedra worshipper. Point is, there was just something in how these men sold and marketed their products. Kinda made me interested in the whole shopkeeping thing. Weird shopkeeping things, but still. So, what's on your mind?
Mother? What? I wanted to ask you something. It's gotta go. Not now, baby. Go ask your father.
Yes, I do. Don't tell anyone else, though. Sometime back when I was still mortal, my parents ordered an entire keg of Ultimate Golden Pear wine. And yes, I know my parents were weird, but like any other Nord royalty, they did like their wine. Anyway, what I did next was probably the most stupid and one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. One afternoon, I snuck down into the cellar while everyone was asleep, and I thought, maybe I should have a quick swig of this. And the next thing I knew, I was laying flat on my belly with both my parents yelling at me. I supposedly finished the entire keg. Yes, it was. But getting hungover really isn't.